Hey there, I'm Father Steve Lanza, the pastor of St. Julian Parish here, and along with Sister Gail Gensler, who's also on staff, we are authors of ApprenticesInFaith.com, which offers you downloadable participant and catechist materials for all 4 periods of the adult initiation process. Now, of course, Sister Gail and I could describe to you ApprenticesInFaith.com, but we figured it'd be a whole lot better if instead of us, you heard from real live people who actually use Apprentices in Faith in a parish, in this parish. And so I'd like to introduce to you from right to left, Mary Alice, the director of the team here, and then Karen, and also Marie, who are catechists who use materials. So I'm just going to throw the question out to the 3 of you. Why do you like ApprenticesInFaith.com? Anybody?
I like it because it has a very simple format. It's very easy to follow. The questions are incisive. They encourage responses from the catechumens and catechists and help us to delve deeper into the meaning of the readings.
Thanks, Karen. Marie, you want to take a crack at that question?
Well, it's also very accessible because you can get to that website very easily to download those materials and print them for yourself to prepare ahead of time before the session so that you can read it through and then make copies of them for the catechists and the catechumens. And it's just really very helpful to have that background material before we meet with the catechumens and catechists. And then also, as Karen had said, those questions that it surfaces really help the discussion and make it easier to delve more deeply into material.
And would you recommend Apprentices in Faith to other parishes? I think it's useful for other parishes to be using it?
Yes, I do. I think it's very useful. It's just a very nice format. It just really lends itself to the sessions that we have every week with our people.
I agree.
It's really user-friendly, and from a purely economic point of view, with parishes cutting their budgets and all, it's a reasonable, it's a reasonable option, and when you're budgeting exactly how much it's going to cost for your initiation program, and it doesn't matter how many candidates or catechumens you have, the cost is the same. And if right now, I have a couple of bookshelves filled with RCIA materials, and you never know. You get somebody else coming in, you have to order more books. This way, if you have extra people at your session, you just run up a couple more copies.
Great. Karen and Marie, how does Apprentices in Faith help you be better catechists?
Kind of what we said before, the background material, because there's a sheet for the participant and a sheet for the catechist, and that catechist printout for each lesson gives a nice background in the readings and in the culture of the Catholic faith, and just there's quotes there from different people in the Catholic Church which are insightful and relate to the readings for that Sunday. So I think they help with that.
Absolutely. The 2 quotes usually at the end of the lessons, often from a pope and a saint, they're just spot on. Mm-hmm. They just really tie up the whole session.
Great. Thanks. Mary Alice, any last words on really, the advantage of using Apprentices in Faith?
I think it's really user-friendly. I think you have enough information, but you're not overwhelmed with information. It's accessible to everyone. And the cost is just, I think that's a real important factor. The program we used before was very good, but we're very pleased with Apprentices in Faith.
Great. Thank you, guys. And for all of you out there watching this, go to ApprenticesInFaith.com. You can check out some samples there on the website, and if you like what you see, maybe you'll be able to get the whole thing for your parish, use it in your place like we're using it here. Thanks a lot.